Alright, everybody, today I have a concept for how Gear 5 V2 might work. So, there's one thing we do know about Gear 5 is he's gonna have a rubber treasure area where he can turn either a treasure area or all of the treasure areas to rubber. And we saw that in the last episode, Luffy turning all of Egghead pretty much into rubber itself. And yeah, so I just made a little concept here, what his skills will be, at what element I think he'll be, what class I think he'll be, and yeah, we'll get into that. So, the first skill I think will be Gum Gum Don, whatever, the one he used on Kizu to knock Kizu out. Well, he didn't knock him out, but he made him immobile for a while. I believe it was just called Gum Gum Don. I'm not sure if it was like Gum Gum Don Rifle or something like that, but oh, Star Gun, I think. Yeah, Gum Gum Star Gun. I don't think it was Dawn at all. I think that's what his skill one's gonna be, or skill two. I mean, it doesn't really matter either or. Of course, that is his like headlining attack he has done. So that is 100% gonna be a part of his card. How I think that skill's gonna work, I think it's gonna be a skill that like two hits. The first hit's really strong; it can destroy someone's shield, and then the second hit will hit the person. That's what I think it will be. Unless if people are talking about maybe an ignore shield trait might come. But I don't really think we need an ignore shield trait. I think we just need a multi-hit attack. Which two multi-hits should be enough. Like, say Gear 5 is a light element. I think that would be very good. Of course, it'd be such a long-range attack. I mean, if you saw in the recent episode, Luffy's attack on Kizu, he was all the way on the ground and they were all the way in the sky, and Luffy just hit him with no problem. So I think it's gonna be like a half map attack. You can literally snipe someone with this. That's what I think it's gonna be, since Luffy has just insane range with his stretch ability, his stretching, whatever. That's why I think skill one's gonna be, or skill two. Like I said, either or, it really doesn't matter. I probably, I mean, I'm not sure. But I think this will be in the invincible skill. It will make sense. And then for skill 2, now there's different ways we could do it. So it could just be like Gum Gum Don Stomp, the one he used on Kizu, or some other random attack he used on Kizu. It could also be a running skill if Gear 5 is a runner. We have no clue. I think he's gonna be all elements again, but we have no clue what his starting, or sorry, all classes he will be again. But I don't know what starting class he will be. They could just make it like Gear 5 V1, make it a defender. But me personally, I rather it be runner, because if you want to play defender, I mean, it's really not that big of a deal, but you can just get to the treasure a lot faster. Of course, runners can run faster. Their base speed is faster. So you could get to the treasure faster, grab it, and then, chill as a defender if you want. Or you just have the option just to straight up be a runner and just go to the mid flag. I think that'd be the best starting class for him. And of course, when he's around the enemy's treasure, when he's outside of his treasure area, he's attacker. When he's grabbing flag, he's runner. And when he's just chilling in his own treasure area, he's defender. Basically, Gear 5v1, except with new moves and new abilities. So, for skill 2, like I said, there was two options. They could give him some attack, like Gum Gum Don Stomp or something like that. Or it could be like something like Gum Gum Awakening, or Drums of Liberation or something, and that will be the skill where he changes all the treasure areas into rubber. And I mean, they could just straight up give it to him. Like, he could have a attack, and then maybe he has like some weird, like, I don't know, maybe he punches the ground and knocks everyone away from him, turning the ground into rubber when he punches it, something like that. They could include it with an attack, or they could just make it an attack. I rather them, of course, make it an attack that also changes the treasure areas than it just changing the treasure areas. So I'm thinking maybe that's the case. He'll like punch the ground, or maybe like some weird attack. He uses his heartbeat shockwaves to knock back people or something weird like that. And he makes the treasures rubber. Now, how the rubber is gonna work, so it can work two ways. It can work where he just straight up changes all of them to rubber, and it acts like Wano Usopp, the step-up Wano Usopp that barely anyone even knows exists, with his trampoline where if they walk over it, it will bounce them back. I mean, that is the ultimate runner counter, right? When you can't even get into the treasure area, make it really hard to perfect dodge onto also. I mean, it'd just be perfect. And yeah, boom, it just, imagine it bounces you back to spawn. Like, every single time. If it's an open map, you'll either hit a wall or you'll go flying back to your spawn or the enemy spawn, depending what way you're facing. That'd be crazy. Now, option 2, it could just be like a rubber wall he makes. He could just have some weird rubber wall that pops up on each treasure, blocking people from grabbing it. I think I like the trampoline option more. It just seems a lot more funny, and it will be way more annoying for runners. I mean, there is, like, you can't nullify that. It's not like ice where you can just have flame state with Sabo and walk onto it. No, you can't nullify something like that. It's not really a status effect. It's literally just bouncing you back. So there's truly no counter to it. And I think that is what will be the case. Other than, yeah, I don't think they're just going to make walls pop up on each treasure. Kind of like Whitebeard's attack, making the ground pop up on every treasure, except it'd be like a little rubber wall. I think it'll actually make the treasure bouncy and stuff. So yeah, that's what I think that will work. So Luffy's element, so I'm thinking he's gonna be light element. It would make a lot of sense. Him being light element now, Saturn coming next anniversary and countering him as a dark element, I think makes a lot of sense. Yes, Saturn countering Luffy does sound weird, saying Luffy is, I mean, he absolutely destroyed Saturn, but, it's always the case like that. We had Burgess counter Sabo. It doesn't matter to them if the character realistically should counter that character. Of course, Saturn is strong, and he, he landed a hit or two on Luffy, but, yeah, I'm just trying to say, it really doesn't matter who counters him. I mean, you could literally get, some weird, Marine Vice Commander or something, Vice Admiral, and it could counter Luffy. It does not matter. So, yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna be light. He could be red also. People are saying he's gonna be blue, but that's probably not. That's next anniversary. They don't usually. I mean, not anymore. They did back in the day, but they don't usually release like a red then a blue element in the same anniversary no more. I mean, we haven't gotten that since what, fourth, fifth anniversary, I think, or 4.5 anniversary, with Law being blue and Yamato being blue, and then Gear 5 countering them. Because, yeah, 5th anniversary, we got light, dark, and red. Then 6th anniversary, we got blue, blue, and light. 6.5 anniversary, we got, I think I skipped anniversary, I don't know. And then we got, what, green, and dark. Other than dark and light element, probably not. And, yeah, we do need light elements bad for support. So Luffy is the ultimate support character. Whether he's good or not, or you actually want to play him, he is the ultimate support character. I mean, Worst Generation, Paramecia, or not Paramecia, Zoan he has now, New World he'll have, Captain, all these tags he will have, so. But yeah, Gear 5 I think is going to be very OP. I think he's gonna, like I said at the beginning, be a runner starting off, or I'm hoping at least. But with the treasure area effect thingy, it does seem they will want you to play him as defender mostly. Now, I kind of hope this isn't the case, but they could pull a Kizu and make it so, hold on, please don't do this. Every single treasure area is rubber. Not just yours, everyone. Another round of you can't even chill on your treasure as a defender. That's what it will turn into. I really hope that's not the case, but honestly, it does kind of make sense. I mean, Luffy did turn the whole of Egghead into rubber, not just, one little area pretty much. So, yeah, I really hope that's not the case. I couldn't even imagine trying to defend your first treasure and Luffy just turns the ground to rubber and you go bouncing off like a trampoline, flying back. Like, no way they do that again, right? Like Kizu where he hits every treasure? No way. Because, I mean, they're just pretty much making you play the new character. Like, at that point, you can't even play any other character. Unless if a character comes out and counters them. I really hope that doesn't happen, but honestly, I think there's a chance that could happen. I beg it does not happen though, because it's already hard enough playing as a defender on your own flag, unless if you're a new defender like Green Bull or something like that, that can actually tank Kizu's attack. But yeah, pretty much any defender released before Kizu is just useless on the flag. I mean, you're gonna take half your HP, if not all of it, with one skill, and then boom, there's two Kizus in the match. They do it back to back. You're just dead. Trying to defend your own flag as like a step up, trying to character grind or something, and you're just dead from across the map. It would be so dumb, but it's not impossible. But yeah, so Gear 5, he's gonna be extremely broken, I guarantee that. I am still holding out a little hope that Saturn could still come. Now, I say this because big spoilers, so click off if you do not want to be spoiled. These are massive spoilers. But alright, so it would not make sense because Saturn will be dead in 6 months when the next anniversary will start. Are they really going to release Saturn after he died? Are they truly going to do that? I mean, there is still an option. It could be Gear 5, then Saturn in September. It's possible. I don't really think, I mean, I want to hope that's the case, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're getting one more EX. But, yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter in the end, but, like, all Saturn's hype is going to be gone in 6 months because he's going to be dead. He's going to literally be dead in 6 months when Egghead ends, which it should end by the end of this year. So, and of course Saturn pretty much ended on one of the last chapters of Egghead. Emu killed him, but are they really going to do that? They're going to release him after his hype has died down and he's dead? I just don't see that being the case. Now, I guess they could release him as a bounty fest. I mean, I really hope not, but it is possible. He becomes a bounty vest. I mean, no way, right? Saturn, like, he's definitely not a loved character in the stuff he has done in the show, but he is definitely a cool character. I mean, his form, his infinite regeneration, his insane durability. I mean, he's gonna be the perfect, like, EX. I mean, he's gonna have everything. He's gonna have insane heals. He's gonna have insane tankiness. He's gonna have cool moves. I mean, he might even have a teleporting summoning circle ability. And, yeah, like I said, he's going to be dead by the next time the EX comes out. Or maybe just right before. But, I don't know, like, it just does not make sense. So, yes, the Gear 5 treasure area is in the files, but that doesn't necessarily mean he is coming, right? I mean, they could have just put that in. I mean, I'm pretty sure Blackbeard V2 is in the files, and guess what? It's been like 10 years since, well, we still haven't got him, so. So yeah, I'm not sure what they're gonna do. Of course, it's probably gonna be Gear 5, but like I said, I'm just holding on for hope that it is somehow Saturn still. But we will see.